Hello everyone, today we'll be doing markup. I'm just going to show you the calculations of markup and how it works. We have two types of markup. One is going to be markup on cost price, and then two, we have markup on selling price. So with these two things, it's going to be easy for you guys to understand this part. I'm going to start with the markup on cost price, right? So markup on cost price. Let's say markup it's on cost price, right? 20%, right? And then the transaction maybe gives you a cost price of 500 rand. Cost price 500 rand, right? Cost price 500 rand, right? And the first thing that you do with your markup, you have to determine your cost price in percentage. Your markup will be given is 20, and then selling price, right? And therefore the principle of the markup says when the markup is on cost price, the cost price at 100%, okay? And then your markup is given then in percentage, which is equivalent to your profit. It's 20%, and then therefore your selling price is equal to 120. Like for example, let's say you are selling sweets. Let's say you are selling sweets, and then one sweet it's 10 rand. One sweet is 10 rand, right? And then you're gonna add a profit of 5 rand. This is the cost price of the sweet, 10 rand, and then you're gonna add 5 rand. You're gonna add 5 rand as a profit, and then you are going to sell that sweet with 15 rand, right? If we are using this example that I'm giving now, therefore your 10 rand of cost price is equals to 100%, and then your markup, which is your profit, is going to be 5 rand, and then your selling price 120 is equals to 15 rand. Okay, so let us go and work with this 500 right now. I'm going to work on this 500 right now. Okay, so in order for you, let's say now that already you have 500 rand as cost price. Remember I said your markup, if the markup is on cost price, your cost price is 100. It means this 100 rand, this 100%, it's equal to your 500 rand, right? And therefore your markup is given, remember, it's 20%, okay? And then your selling price is going to be equal to 120, because you buy, you add profit, you sell, okay? So now maybe the question will be, how do I calculate my profit or my markup in rand, and how do I calculate my selling price in rand as well, right? So it's going to be easy, okay? Let's calculate our markup in rand, and then let's calculate our selling price. I'm going to start with markup, okay? I'm going to start with markup. Your markup, remember your markup is close to 20, but we want it in rand. How much is it, okay? So you're going to say 500, right? Multiply by, what are you looking for? You are looking for the rand value of this 20%. So you're going to say multiply by 20, divide by the percentage of this 500, which is 100. Then you will get your markup in rand, which is 100 rand. There we go, 100 rand there, right? And therefore now let's go and calculate our selling price, okay? Let's go and calculate our selling price there, okay, using the same 500, okay? So we are going to say 500 rand multiply by what is the percentage for the selling price? It's 120. You multiply by 120, then for you divide by the percentage of this 500, which is 100%. You'll get 600 rand. Okay, therefore it means your selling price here is 600 rand. Okay, and therefore now I'm going to say let's proceed and assume in this fashion. We are still on markup on cost, right? Where the markup is 20%. Okay, so let's determine like this now. Again, just to show you this markup thing, it's easy and you must master it like that. Okay, so now remember, markup is on cost price. The cost price is 100%. Okay, it's equal to 100%, and then the markup is still given 20%, and then the selling price is still 120%. Okay, therefore now let's say you are given the 600 here of the selling price, and you need to calculate your markup there, and then your markup in rent there, and your selling price in rent there, right? So it's going to be easy. Again, I'm going to start with the cost price this time. Let's calculate our cost price. Our cost price is going to be equal to 600, which is the value we have in rent. You multiply by the percentage for the rent value you are looking for, which is 100, right? Here we are looking for the cost, and then we're going to divide by the percentage of this 600, which is 120. You will get your 500. I'm just calculating back your cost of sales, or your cost price, right? So there we go. And then let's go and calculate our markup, right? Our markup in rent. Remember, we got this one, which is 500, right? 500. And then now let's go and calculate our markup in rent, right, using the 600 of sales. Okay, so your markup is going to be equal to 600 multiplied by, what is the percentage of markup? Is 20. I'm going to multiply by 20. I will divide by the percentage of this 600, which is 120, and I will get my markup in rent, which is 100 rand. Okay, so now again I'm going to go back and say let's calculate again. This time around I'm going to say still we are still dealing with markup on cost price, and then we have markup there, we have selling price. Okay, therefore now remember, when markup is on cost price, the cost price is still 100%. Okay, we're still there on that transaction, and therefore your markup is 20% is given, and then your selling price is 120. Okay, now let's assume we don't have cost price and we don't have selling price, but we have our markup there in rent, and we have our markup in percentages. We have to calculate the cost price, right? Let's start with the cost price there. Let's start with the cost price. It's easy. You're going to say the amount we have in rent, which is 100 rand, right? Multiply by, what are you looking for? You are looking for the rent value of 100% there, which is cost price. Okay, so you're going to multiply by 100 and divide by the percentage of this markup, which is 20. Divide by that 20 there, you will get your 500 rand. Okay, therefore here it's 500. Just doing the reversal of everything so that people can see how this thing is, how easy can be markup questions. And therefore let's calculate our selling price. Let's calculate our selling price. Actually here we're calculating our cost. Let's calculate our selling price. Our selling price as well is going to be an easy amount. Remember we're using the markup values to calculate the selling price. So we're going to say the amount we have is 100 rand multiplied by what is the percentage of the selling price? It's 120. 120 divided by the percentage of this is 20. You'll get your 600 rand. That's all I wanted to do with you guys. Please know that markup is easy. Thank you.